Hello, hello, it's Carrie, Sewmuchglitter. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Self-Care Sunday. I'm just trying to finish getting myself set up, and I am making sure that I can see my live, because if I can see me, I think then you can see me. And let's welcome everyone. Okay, I registered as to be able to find myself. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So if you're new, welcome, welcome. Let's join around the craft table and get your favorite snack, get your favorite drinks, and happy Sunday. So we'll just kind of get into it today. If you're just kind of watching from the balcony, if you're, wanting to get out your own craft supplies, let me know what you're making. And we're going to be making some birthday cards today, and I'll kind of explain that in a little bit, but I think my description, hopefully it came across. And what we're going to be doing is the regular Sunday format, and I'm just going to start off. I don't have like a whole lot of like show and tell per se. I have a fun little project that I started on Friday night with Miss Coloring View. So if you missed that live, go back and watch the sarcasm and shenanigans. It was all just in good fun. And you can kind of see where I started, and she kind of helped teach me because I'm very new to reverse collaging. So we'll kind of get going with that. Hello, Christina. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set my tea aside. So I have a Christmas water jug. My friend made this for me. She is an avid making cups and mugs and all of that. I tried this years and years ago when I was like a big Cricut crafter, and it just did not spark joy. So that I do not do. And then I have my, I don't know if you can see it. I'm not going to tip it because I did last time. And then I have my Halloween tea mug. So there we are. Anyway, hey, Atlanta, welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys here. So that's kind of just where we're starting. And I'm going to start in lurk away, girl, lurk away. I haven't really eaten breakfast. I ate a piece of string cheese earlier. So, and I've kind of been printing stuff out and getting paper out, and I slept in. So there's that. I slept in. I'm going to start with a, oh, thank you, Shar. So my birthday is later this month, but I'm celebrating all month long. And oh, what color are my nails? Like a purple pink, I think. So I did get my nails done yesterday. I broke this finger when I was younger, like pretty badly, like broke it off kind of thing. That's how it felt. I was in the 3rd grade, so who knows. But it's like a purplish pink, and then I had to do like the whole like confetti thing because, it's birthday month, and why not? And I always like the sparklies. My nail tech, I've been going to these guys for 25 years, and he gets so disturbed when I want to do sparkly on the first finger and the ring finger. He's like, no, it's just supposed to be here. I'm like, no, it's not. It's where I want it to be. He's pretty good. Exactly. Who celebrates just one day? Not anybody that I know. And the older we get, we want to make it more fun. So, we got to like keep celebrating. So the stuff I'm going to show you today, if you have not joined my Facebook group, is going to come directly from there. And it's also going to be on this creator's Ko-fi shop as well. So let's get started with the book of positive quotations, because this is kind of what I've committed to doing this year just for myself, to try to end the week on a positive note and then begin the next week in the positive frame of mind. And that's just kind of part of my self-care. Because I work a really demanding job, and the environment's not always the best, but I'm kind of setting myself up for bigger and better things. So this kind of helps, and I know if it helps me, it'll help others. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You do you. I'm not worried. Okay, so we have goals is what I wanted to kind of focus on for this week, because that's what I've been focusing on all of this past week. And it kind of ended pretty great, but I'm a little bit scared. So we'll talk about that in a minute. We can kind of process through that. I processed it with two of my besties and they were like, you already know your answer. I was like, yeah, but I wanted to process through the fear a little bit more. So anyway, so goals. It's tremendously important to have good goals. An aim in life is the only fortune worth finding, from Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. And that's kind of true in all things we do. Yeah, we need like relationships and love and, you know, all of that to fill our cup and be fulfilled. But, you know, we all kind of want to aim towards some goals, and that's just, and there's always like a pursuit of happiness and goal kind of setting in our lives anyway. So, and then the next one that resonated with me was to grow and know what one is growing towards. That is the source of all strengths and confidence in life, from James Bally. So I'm waiting on my prescription glasses to arrive. So I've been having to adjust my readers a lot more. So it takes me a minute to be like, wait, what is that word? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So anyway, so I just thought that this was kind of a good jumping off point to get into the week, is focusing on goals and what we're growing towards. And, you know, I have to say I'm truly grateful for everyone who has joined the Facebook group. You can find it in my link tree, and I'll go ahead and post it in here in just a second. But we grew to almost 100 followers in 7 days. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I do understand some people are just going to drop in for like stuff that's being given away and kind of, you know, lurk or step out. I do get that. But most of the people that have joined are people that I've met here on the tube and people that I've met in the Crafty community. So I'm really grateful for you all. And kind of riding this journey with me and seeing what next June-tober will bring. And I want to do some fun stuff in between there. So it's not just a June-tober group. It's more of a self-care a collective. I'm calling it a collective kind of, even though I created it by myself. But we're kind of building it together now at this point. So we're kind of, you know, we're paving the way. It's like a startup type thing, you know. And so then that's going to bring me into why I picked goals, is because I've been feeling lately like I need to kind of align myself with something more in tune with my goals. And I'm going to post the Facebook group here. Oh, happy birthday, Tony. So are you a Leo, or are we still in Cancer season? Because I'm later July, and then my mom is August, and she's also a Leo. And then my grandson's a Leo too. His birthday is right around the corner in August. Thank you, Ivy Sunnyflowers. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Normally I just join you from work really quick, and I'm trying to sneak in, and then I have to dip out, and I always feel so bad, but I'm glad I get to make it. Anyway, so I've been feeling like I need to make like a change a little bit. And my change, it's going to take a while because I'm finishing my master's degree, and today is July 12th already. I think the company that I'm working for and the program specifically is maybe long term, you know, it's like a stepping stone. So when we're talking about goals and things like that. So I did interview for a telehealth internship because I'm telehealth certified. And I just kind of was just like, throw caution to the wind, take the interview. I took it on my lunch break in my car. She was great about it. So it's a startup company for telehealth therapy because they're trying to make therapy more accessible to everyone financially and otherwise, you know, convenient as well. So that's why they're telehealth. So they're based out of New York, and a lot of their philosophies align with where I want to go with my career. So yeah, there is that. And I'll be darned if I found out yesterday that I got the damn internship. So I'm a little bit scared because I still do have to do my job. I'm collecting hours at my job. That's my first internship site. And then my second internship site would be doing this kind of like a moonlighting thing. And the conclusion I came up with yesterday with one of my very reasonable, great friends, I don't know if she's lurking here or not. One of them said, go with your gut. And I was like, okay. And the other one said, I think you know the answer, friend, but you don't want to give up your weekends. And I was like, that's basically what we're boiling down to. She goes, don't give up your weekends. So I might be like week heavy with things as this comes up, but this doesn't come up till the fall semester. So, and I'll graduate next March, and we're definitely going to be having a graduation party for that. So, that'll be fun stuff in my Facebook group as well. But I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm just going to go for it. And it can turn into something great. You know what I mean? Or it can just be a season and it stays an internship. I don't know. Like, who knows? But I know that it's more of a positive direction that I want to go in. So yeah, that's kind of what I am going to kind of be leaning towards. And let me kind of get caught up with the comments. I love that you guys, thank you, Shar. I love that you guys are chatting with each other. I think that that is so great. And thank you, Ivy. I'm so excited. Yeah. So I do want to start off with my 2026 gratitude jar. And I've been doing this every Sunday, and I put something in here that I'm grateful for the week. Maybe if I didn't have a great week, something that I want to manifest for in the upcoming week. Hey, Mom, how are you? We were just talking about my news and how I processed it yesterday. I think I'm going to go for it. I think I told you that yesterday when we were on the phone, but I think I'm just going to go for it. Anyway, so I put something in here every week that I'm grateful for or that I want to manifest in the upcoming week. And this is like a souvenir cup, so this was a lot of fun. And excuse me, it's dry out today, so I've been trying to drink the water and the tea this morning. I did turn on my air, so it'll put some moisture back in the air. But so one thing, I'm grateful for a lot of things this week, actually. Like, I just dropped the news. Like, that's great. My Facebook group is, my goal in the first week was 50 followers, guys. What am I at right now? I think I'm at 70 followers. Hold on. Let me refresh it. Oh yeah, I'm at 69 followers. So, you know, maybe we could get to 100 by next Sunday. Like, who knows? So, like, if you haven't joined or you know somebody that, you know, enjoys paper crafting of all kinds. Like, I love the coloring. I love the card making. I love the junk journaling. Origami, if that's your thing. Hey, I love anything paper. So whatever you want to bring into the group, it's paper crafting and positive mental health awareness for self-care, like, come along. So that kind of wraps like everything up into one, what I'm grateful for. I'm really grateful for because I can't talk and write at the same time. Apparently, I've learned about myself in my old age. I'm grateful for opportunities. And manifesting positivity. Okay, so I'm grateful for opportunities and manifesting positivity. And so I shared my good news with you just now for Facebook and for my, you know, this is my second career. So this has been like a really big change for me. So my second career goal aspirations. And that has kind of resonated into, I've gained quite a few followers over here on YouTube as well. So my goal is 500 followers. So I do appreciate you all. Once we do 500 followers, I want to have a 500 follower party just exclusively over here on YouTube, just for all of you that have been kind of helping me. Kind of just like create this whole vision and see this whole vision. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm grateful for all of that. I had a really great day yesterday. I got to sleep in, which was fabulous. And then my daughter came home and she's like, let's go to breakfast. But I had a nail appointment. So yeah, because I don't do my own nails because that's me. And it's been that way since I was like 16. So sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so I said, well, we could go to lunch, but then I have to pick up the baby after his nap. And so that ended up turning into like a really great day. Her and I went out to lunch, and then we Went to the Dollar Tree because I had to get a few things for like beauty, crafty, and otherwise. Anyway, so well, Ambient, let's go show you some love. Here, let me get you in here. Anyway, so we had the baby, and let's find Miss Atlanta in here. She's got some great coloring things. And I do see your video that you've tagged me in for the coloring challenge, like the questions. I do want to do a video about that. Like, that's exciting. Anyway, so we had him. We had him yesterday for the afternoon. We went swimming with him. My daughter's kind of teaching him how to swim, so that was a lot of fun. He was really receptive to that. And gosh dang, he's like a character, and he jumps off of everything, and he runs everywhere, and he's such a boy, like such a boy. So it was just cute. Okay, so the only show and tell I really have today before we get going is this book, and this is what I played with today with Miss Coloring, or not today, on Friday. After work, we did a live right here on my channel with Miss Coloring View. And it's fun to get a little bit, I don't know, just like let loose a little bit and get a little bit like fun and sassy. Hey, Flo, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So I have been thinking, I've been purchasing things for reverse collage, but I've not jumped into it because the abandoned books I have become like a little bit precious coffee table books with me, and we like going through them. So I got this book at discount at Barnes & Noble, and I thought this book would be perfect. I did basically a full flip through on Friday, so if you want to go see that. But I did start a reverse collage scene. Now, it's very rough, so my show and tell with you is going to be a little bit rough because I've never done this before, but I have an idea of where I want it to go, right? Okay, so we have this here, which it may look a little bit odd with all of the blue and stuff, but then, you know, for Shark Week, I had to put the shark down here. And these are all of the Queen's jewels from a People magazine that I had. So I have all of the royals and, you know, like whoever I could find, Diana and Charles, of course. I wanted to leave this. I wanted to do the Dee baby swipes and all of the baby wipe swipes and all of that. So I think my blue turned out a little bit too blue, and it's a little too blue. But I have an idea to kind of soften this up around here and really play up on the fog, and that's just kind of where I'm going to go with that. And then I'll maybe put, like, you know, we've got a monkey right here with the school bus, and I maybe, you know, need to put a few other fun things in here. But so that's basically where I'm at with this page, and that's the first page I've ever done in reverse collage. So let me set that off to the side. Okay, so we're going to be doing some card making today, some die cutting. Like, let's just get into it. So if you don't have the freebies, you want to join my Facebook group and you want to grab those because every Friday in July, it's celebrating a birthday with some birthday freebies. So if you know somebody who wants to contribute to that, or a lesser known digital creator that you want to introduce me to, and maybe they want to just give us like a really quick page of freebies or something, just to kind of get them going and us going and help celebrate. At least you didn't hang a person off the bridge. No, I hung the monkey off of the bridge, but he's hanging onto the school bus. So I thought that would have a little bit more character. And Prince William is kind of like bungeeing off of the bridge, if you will. Hey, Jane, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So yeah, the whole goal of going into Junetober is I want to keep it a similar format, a similar graphic, because I want people to feel comfortable with it, because I don't want to, I'm not reinventing the wheel here, but I do want to give opportunity to some digital creators and crafters alike. So I know a lot of people that were in the YouTube Hop want to join again, and I'm really excited about that. And the creators as well, so that's exciting. So let's go through the freebies. We had a double freebie this week in my Facebook group. Take a sip of my tea. I have my card bases. So if you want to make some junk journal pages, if you want to make a junk journal and a cards, if you want to make pockets, whatever you want to do while you're with me today, like just get out your supplies and let's just create. Okay, so this is from Sweet Pea Curiosities, this one. She gave us a lovely, lovely textured background. Flippin' love it. And she gave us some sentiments. I did do 2 of these because I think I might want to do 2 of these cards. And oh, see, Dee Dee did stop in on Friday. She is the queen. So that's very exciting. And then I did resize these guys a little bit. These guys are too flippin' cute. Like, her vintage and her character digitals, Marisa over at Sweet Pea Curiosities, is fabulous. And then these are like the good old fashioned, you know, just, I love it. So we have more of these, more sentiments. We have more fun kids with hats. And we have more, but wait, there's more. So I did resize these to make them a little bit smaller to go on some of the cards. And then we have these. Let me set this off to the side. And then we have these. And these are bigger. I did not resize these images. I don't know if I would want this to be like a whole card front, or if I really see where I could trim this out and score right here and fold it over. So I could have reverse printed on that, and I didn't. But then it's like a whole, it could be like its own little pocket or gift card or something holder. Like, I don't know. These are super cute. So printed those out. I don't really know where I want to go with these, but I do know I want to go somewhere because how lovely are they? And then we jump over to Be Happy Stationery. Sandra has Junk Journal July going on in her Facebook group, and all those links are going to be in mine. And she took time out of her week to create a fun free digital as well for celebrating my birthday month. I did print up 2 of these backgrounds. A lot of these are going to be US sizes and UK sizes. So, oh, I printed out 3 of these. So I didn't realize that. Anyway, and some of these are going to be, you know, what they do, the A4, I believe. But I just think that this is so cute. And so I just printed up a few of these. These could be a whole card front, basically. I mean, like, the card's done. Who doesn't need more birthday cards if you're a card maker? And who doesn't need more happy birthday celebration if you're not, right? I don't know. I mean, we all do. Look, we're celebrating all of the July birthdays all month long. So there's that. Okay, so I do have card fronts or card bases, A2 and 5x7. I also did bring out something fun because I think I want to play with this a little bit. I love the Flip It card bases from Stamps of Life. I used to be in her like her gold club. I am no longer anymore, but because my crafty money needs to spread out a little bit farther. So I love, these are Flip It card bases. So I have my die cutting machine sitting behind me because it's not going to fit on my table. And then I have a larger one that's more of a 5x7. And I thought this would be fun to do as well. I think first, to eliminate like the intimidation factor, we're just going to start out with some of the card fronts and create a simple card. I do have some paper over here that I picked out that I thought would go fun with these. This is just my stash that would go fun with some of these cards as well. And we're just going to kind of get into let's create some birthday cards. Hey, View, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't join you guys last night. We had the baby till later, and then we ended up going to go get a nightcap. So, yeah, we had him till like 8:45. And then we came home, and I went to bed. Okay, so this would be fun. I just love the pastels right here. So this is going to be, I'm going to have to like kind of whittle this down to how I want it. But I really like how she put like let's do Sweet Pea Curiosities first. I really like how she put the cluster of the balloons off to one side because I think that that is perfect. Let's get out our scissors. And I could now get out my paper trimmer and really trim this up properly, but I am being brave, but I'm going to have to get out my paper trimmer anyway. Okay, let's put these cards off to the side because I have a little trash pile next to me where the cards are. So I mean, if you saw some Friday night, a view, I think, learned, I love fussy cutting. It's very therapeutic for me. It's like the working with your hands. I don't know. And I don't need 50 million dies. Okay. I do have 50 million dies. I don't need them all. So I'm destashing. So if you're, don't like the fussy cutting and you want some dies, hit me up. I might have something you might like. Right. But I really like the fussy cutting and to make a craft lunch. And I just like it. I don't know. I don't call it the whole fussy cutting. I know a lot of people don't like it. But well, thank you, Vio. I do like it. Hey, Troll, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to a 5x7 because my card base over here is a 5x7. And we can do this however we want. I'm not too finicky on where the score is and how we can do it. We could just flip the cards. Unless it's like a top folding card, then the score is going to be different. So let's do this. This will be 7. And I know I've shouted it at the rooftops before, but I'm like still getting to know this darn trimmer. I loved my other trimmer, and I'm gonna save that. I just love that, the texture on that. Troll. You're funny. Okay, so okay, and if I do trim this off wrong, this is a printable, I'll reprint it. I printed 2 of them. I'm not going to be too finicky about it. Okay, this is the whole card front, if that's how we want it. If I want to trim it down and have a little bit of like layering going on, then I could do that as well. But I think with this one, I'm just going to I'm sorry, I was trying to read the comments at the same time. I'm just going to make this the whole card front. I do have some holographic paper over to the right of me that I'm probably going to use. So this brings us into creating the card front, and what lovelies do we want on the front, right? So we have the sentiments. Like this is basically a card making kit that Marisa made for us, if this is what you're into. If not, you could create a whole junk journal, like a birthday themed junk journal for a friend or something, and that would be great, right? So we have, I don't think this is going to go, so let's like eliminate that right here. I absolutely love her, and I would love to like set her on something, but I don't know if this is going to be the card for it. With all of the pastels, this little cutie is kind of speaking to me, but I don't like these. This is too fun. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I like that one too. Or that one's super cute. I don't know. That looks just like my grandson. The one in the middle. So cute. But anyway, so these girls are going to be too big. We could fussy cut these girls and put one right here with the sentiment in the front, which, you know what? That might be. Hey, I like her. She looks a little bit mischievous. I might fussy cut her out, and let's see if she fits on the top. Okay, so y'all are chatting amongst yourselves. Chitty chat away. This is the time to find relaxation, community, and just play along. Okay, I am going to cut this down in the middle because I do want to fussy cut her out. She's super cute too with the kitty. But this says happy birthday on it too, and so does this, but this doesn't translate as well because it's a little bit like, you know, stencil, like a stencil smear kind of thing. So let's just fussy cut her out, and let's see. She still may not fit, but we could put her somewhere for sure, even if she doesn't fit. And we'll try to get as close up as we can without like chopping anything off. Okay, so I do have the washer going on in the background. I have the AC that just came on. I think I have noise canceling microphone, so it's not like that big of a deal. Then I have my cat running around because she's irritated with me because I closed the window because it got warm out. It just got like, yesterday we were pretty humid because we're expecting thunder showers. We got thunder heads, but we didn't get anything else. So we had like all of that moisture in the air and it got pretty humid. And today I woke up and it's just like, dang, it's pretty dry. So let's kind of fussy cut around so we can get like the pink, like this fun little pink halo. And let's see. Okay. Gonna cut around. And, you know, I learned how to bubble cut from May. I don't know if you guys have ever watched May. Chatting is good. Yes, chatting is great. I love it when you guys chat with each other. Oh, I see what you're saying. And then it's good for the channel. Gotcha. But she does like a really good bubble cut. My bubble ends up being a little bit crooked. So I try because I like to get some of the background in with it. But then sometimes I take the whole Jennifer McGuire approach and I just trim right up to the line. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like a you do you kind of thing. But if you're using a die, like if the fussy cutting is hurting your hands, like Miss View had said, then maybe dies are better for you and you can get a like a bubble type cut. And some of the dies that you get, you could do like right up to the line, you could do like a bubble cut, like you decide. Or if you have like a scan and cut. I've always wanted one of those. But so she's going to be too big for here, I think, unless, you know, she's just fun. I think she's fun. I don't necessarily want to like get rid of any of her desserts, but I could kind of chop off that rose, that like that cabbage rose, because that's not really, oh, dominate away, Atlanta. You chitty chat, you're fine. Yeah, have amongst yourselves. But then because I want to put one of these on here too, and I want to get some, let me show you. I'm going to walk right over here just a few feet, and I'll show you the paper that I have that I absolutely love. So I get these I got this one at Joann's, and then I get, like when they have buy one, get one. Like the holographic prints, and because I love all like I love it. You know, I don't know, because everything's better with glitter, guys. So that's just, it's the holographic prints, and this is the holographic matte stack. I like this one because it's more holographic to pick up on the fun pastels. That's fun too. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this on here and kind of cut around it. So let's see what other one we could have. You could tell I really favor this one because I love all the sparklies. I love like the shard glass look as well. So you can kind of tell what I favor. And I never found one again like this, not even at Michael's. How many of these do I have? This book came with a lot of these. Ooh. So, because I've already used a few sheets of these, so it came most with these. Michael's, like the closest I've been able to find with them is something like this, but this is gold and silver, and this was just silver. So yeah, and I'm getting rid of like suitcases full of paper that I don't use basically, and then so now my paper closet is a little bit empty, but that just means that there's more room for paper. Don't tell my daughter. She's like, oh, this should teach you a lesson, Mom. This means you don't need to buy any more paper. I was like, or I could buy the new paper that comes out. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's decorate the card front first. And I love that you guys are talking about buddy coloring, so I'm doing buddy coloring too as well. I do the comfy cozies Oh, but I'm doing Jane's Googelli Buddy coloring. That one's kind of kicking myself in the rear. Okay, so we have the sentiments. Birthday calories don't count. Today is a cheat day. Enjoy a guilt-free because of all of the desserts. So I think that we have to do that one. So this is probably going to be one of those instances that I do get out my cutter bees because I can cut closer up to the line. Because I want to cut as close up to the line over here as I can. Let me move some things out of the way. And then where are my cutter bees? They're over here. See, I rearranged things to organize, and so my grandson wouldn't come reaching for everything. And then I forget where I put them. Okay, so the birthday calories don't count. You know, the only thing that bugs me with these paper stacks is the hole right here to hang it on the rack. So with that, I think we're losing a little bit of size. And so what I say is if that's how you have to do it, make them a tad bit bigger. So when we cut it down, we really do get the 6x6 or whatever, the 8x8, whatever that is. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Not that Michaels or the corporate crafting world cares what I say, but I really want what I'm paying for. Because crafty stuff isn't getting cheaper. And I have been very good. I haven't been into Michaels in a while, although they did, because I haven't been in there in a while. I might need to cut this up a little bit closer. Let's see. They did give me a $5 rewards, and their vintage Halloween just came out. So I'm trying to save that kind of for my birthday weekend because I like to purchase little Halloween treats and Christmas stuff and for my birthday weekend. So I'm trying to save that. Okay, I think I'm going to ink this up. And I think I'm going to use tea dye because I didn't cut it perfectly. And so I want to clean off my brush just a little bit over here. If you can see, all I do is clean off my brush, and I love vintage Halloween too, Troll. I do love it. This will just pop a little bit. And then I kind of get it messy on here with it. I don't mind. That's fine. So now what this tells me, because I have to have a little bit even Steven here. Where did I put the card? I put the card somewhere. I'm going to ink up the card now as well. And I'll just do that while I'm here. And that's just going to kind of be my bordering. You know what I mean? If you want to zhuzh it up with ribbons, sparkles, like whatever you want to do, like you do you. I've got color pops sitting on my desk, stuff like that. They're just going to take a little bit to self-level out. Okay. And then because we can't just be alone on the inking, we got to ink up the whole darn thing. Can't have all that stark white in there. It bothers me. Got to tone it down just a little bit. Unless if you want like a really neat fun card. But this has more of like a little vintage vibe to it. And I just use tea dye. Okay. Let's see. Made a mess. Made a mess. Perfect. Okay. So that's off there. Let's glue. We'll get out our glue. I'll wait till you see my vintage Halloween decorations. Hey, Troll. Looks like you're gonna have to do a stream about that. I think the Michaels ones too. I see people on TikTok. People are complaining that they're styrofoam and stuff, and they're super expensive. So that's a little bit disappointing. Like, come on, guys. There's resin now, and you know what I mean. I don't know. We don't need to do all the styrofoam stuff. Okay. I will try the best I can to kind of emulate the shape of this. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. And I always try to cut off the excess as much as I can. And if you had like a, I do actually, I have like a corner rounder or a corner chomper. I mean, that's what we could do too. I don't really want to, maybe I'll do that on my next one. I didn't really think of that. I would have made this bigger and then done that instead. And then it would have a little bit more of an even. But that's where that goes. From here, I mean, I'm handmade, not Hallmark, right? Okay. Set all this stuff off to the side. I'm going to glue this cutie down here. And I'm just going to glue her right there because we want everyone to know that you have a blow mold, Jane? I've been looking for those. I think Walmart has really good blow molds every year. And so I do want to get, because I do put my Christmas tree up in August, probably towards the end of August. And it's a Halloween tree first. And I have, instead of presents under the tree, I have a bunch of different pumpkins. And I have one little blow mold that I got from, what was that store? Big Lots when they were still open. And, but it has no, the lighting has no timer on it. So then I just don't do anything with that. But it has to have a timer or else it's not going anywhere because I will forget to turn it off. And I've already purchased stock and batteries from my like QVC twinkling lights obsession. So I don't need more of that. So I just kind of cut her cabbage rose off a little bit like that. Let's see. Okay. Now we could kind of put that down there. I don't really want to put it up there. And I don't really want to like put it over her either. I think down here is like the perfect spot. You could pop this up if you want, which would be really cute. But you know, with the way that mailing has been going, and then the cost goes up today or tomorrow again with USPS, or yesterday it went up. I don't remember because when I was walking through Costco, I did get Halloween pillows and I walked through Costco on my lunch break on Friday. I found the guy was trying to sell forever stamps, and I was like, that's really weird. And he's like, well, the cost goes up tomorrow. I was like, again? Like, what? So, and that was Friday, so the cost went up yesterday. So you can't really see my tea dye stuff, but you will when like you open it or whatever. So bye, Flo. We'll be here. We're just hanging out, creating, talking about vintage Halloween and celebrating birthday month with some birthday cards. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right. Just kind of even this out. Oh, Jane, you did say, hold on, let me go get it. Let me go get it. I have it right here, actually. Oh, we did the whole whiteout thing, didn't we? Okay, sorry. Credit card. So I have this, and this is what I've been using for, the reverse collage that I started. But when Jane said that on the comment on one of my videos, I looked at my pegboard and I was like, you know what? I have 2 of those scrapers over there. I should just put one on my desk, right? Hey, Marty, welcome. Hey, Sandra, I'm so glad to have you. Okay, so we refocused with that. And so now she's glued down. So this is basically like one card done. If we wanted to, because we don't want to waste our scraps, we could just glue this right here like a little pocket, and then we would leave a space for like a gift card. We could put a stamp in here that says happy birthday, which I think I have right here. And then let's pull out some Be Happy stationery card fronts and create a simple card with her cards as well. Thank you for joining. Let's see, Carrie, I'll go live after you. Okay. I have to clean my carpet. My cat ate a plant well, not my cat. My daughter's cat ate a plant last night in the middle of the night, and it's on the carpet now. And so I have to get out my steam cleaner and clean the little throw rug I have in the living room. So that's just kind of how I'm doing that. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I have stamps right here. So I have things. I think I have things organized, and then when I go to look for them, it's not very organized, right? Okay, so we have a happy birthday. We have a few of them, actually. Okay, so it looks like we are losing focus again because of all of the whites. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hello, hello. Okay, let me get which I could just decide what font. This was actually a freebie that I got for from Stamps of Life for the first time I ever went to a Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. It was just like a fun little freebie. Okay. So I just keep these like simple sentiments at my desk because it's easy, right? And I don't have to like go through all my stash. Okay. There we go. Sandra is Be Happy Stationery. So welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, Sandra. And thank you for the freebies in the Facebook group. I super appreciate it. Okay, so that stamps perfectly, right? It's a seasoned stamp, so why wouldn't it? And then I normally have my foam pad under here, but since I'm just going to be so confident in this stamp, which is probably going to prove me wrong here, there we go. A little bit crooked, I don't care, we're good. And then that's just how I'm going to kind of leave that. And then you put like a gift card in there, and then I'm always going to finish it off with my personalized stamp at the bottom here. Okay. There we go. So we made a card. Okay. Let's set that up off to the side. Now here we have kind of a mess going on, which is fine. It's totally fine. Okay. Let's do another card. I like the whole 5x7 concept because it's more real estate and you can do more, you get more creative. I will make A2s. I'll make a card in every journal that I do. Those are normally A2s. Okay, so this is the Be Happy stationery kit that she created for the freebie for the Facebook group, which you can find that. Here is the QR code if you want to snatch that really quick, or you can just go onto her Ko-fi. It's in my link tree, so you and it's in my Facebook group. So just scroll up in the comments and click on the link for the Facebook group. I really like both of these for card fronts. Oh, I printed out two of the same. That's okay. I liked them. I don't know. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Right? I might have. I would have to go look for it though, because I have an idea. Okay, hold on. And if I go look for it, I kind of know where it's at. But we can make this the card front. Okay, let's set the card off to the side. Let's get my scissors. We'll do some more fussy cutting, and then we'll decide what size card we want to put this on, although I'm leaning towards a 5x7 here. Okay. Seems like I've fallen behind in the chat, but I think you guys are chatting amongst yourselves, so. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a 5x7, I figured. My eyeball said so, but I just wanted to put it on an A2. And decide. Or you can, if you don't have stamps. So this is super cute. So I didn't cut that perfectly straight. This would be a good, you could leave it just like this, and this could be a frame, right? So it's like kind of bordered like that. Or we could get a piece of paper and kind of decide how we want how we frame it up. I like that because I really want to play up well, thank you. I want to play up the flower idea as well. Let's see. I think Troll, I have your channel here. Under my subscriptions, let me look really quick. Let's look down here. Oh, it's going to take a second to load. Oh, I don't know. I think View is a moderator in here. She could throw it in here. Let's see. And I also have a stamp that kind of looks like this, and I kind of wanted to put that on the back. If I can't find it, I'm not going to keep. How weird. Oh, here you are. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then Jane as well, if you guys want to pop Jane's channel in there, because Jane goes live too. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this on here really quick. So Sandra, I love this kit because it's like the whole card is already made. Or I was telling the chat earlier, if you guys wanted to make like a happy birthday junk journal, like all of the elements are here basically. All of the elements are here. And so here I run into the problem again with that little spot for it to hang on the rack, right? That just kind of irks me a little bit because it cuts it down. It's not that serious. It's just not. Okay, so if we want to do a 5x7, I'm getting caught up over here. Oh, my scissors are in the way. I'm like, what is in the way? My scissors. Okay, so I'm going to cut it right here. I don't necessarily need a border, but now I just realized my fatal mistake. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll keep going because I forgot about that whole thing right there. Okay, so we did this at 7, and then we will do this at 5. Oh, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Hold on here. Because then it's gonna be uneven. Okay. So we have a 7 right here, right? 7, and we have 5. I don't know if I want to cut it all from that side, but I also want to, let's see if I did that right. Oops, I think I did that wrong anyway. So here. Just kind of want to visually, so this might end up having this is going to end up having a little bit of a border anyway. I'm not really that mad about it. Let me just get my pencil right here. And I'm going to go a little bit above that. Okay, there we go. Thank you, View. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim maybe a little bit more from the top. Oh, I'm not really trimming enough, am I? And so you could just kind of frame it up this way. Like I'm not doing exact measurements because Marty, yes, it's my Sunday brain. I have a little nick in the paper from there. So I do like this. I think that this is a lot of fun. And then I am going to go grab I have a flower stamp with flowers that are like that. So let me go grab that really quick. All right, I got it. So I bought this stamp at Joann's a really long time ago for when I did my first Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. And I was part of the card swap. So this I am going to get out the stamp pad for, and this is just a, you know, a wood block stamp. Mulberry paper underneath, wet and tear. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't have mulberry paper, but I like that, Sandra. I do have homemade paper that my dear friend from the second grade sent me, and I'm sitting here staring at it. So that might be something of a similar effect. Okay. We have the card front, right? Let's get back out the tea dye. And these are just really quick, fun cards. That's why I love that you guys did the printables for the birthday month and the Facebook group. And it's just simple. It's not overwhelming. You don't have to have like a big long tutorial for like, well, what do I do with that? How do I fold this folio together? Which I love all of that. I do love all of that. But sometimes you just want to sit down and have a simple, fun little card making session. And that is what we like to do. I'm going to be putting a new prompt in the Facebook group today, so don't miss out. We did the prompt last week, and you're never behind on the prompts. There is no due dates. So it's self-care. If you want to do the prompts, do them. If not, don't. But it was clusters last week, and there was a Sweet Pea Curiosity button cluster freebie linked in there, so you can go make some clusters with that, and then just kind of like post in the comments what you created. But I'll show you what I created, and I think Christina was using it for her Junk Journal July prompts as well, so that's exciting. Okay, just kind of put the glue everywhere, put the glue. All right, and we will try to even this up as much as we can. I'm homemade, not Hallmark. But you see, part of the inking, okay, I almost forgot this, Jane. Part of the inking is kind of offsetting anything that's not perfectly symmetrical as well. And that just does that with your fussy cuts too. Like a cross between handmade paper and tissue paper. Well, then maybe I do have mulberry paper. My friend sent it to me. I'm going to get it out and show you guys. It just says handmade paper. So you gave me an idea, Sandra, so I might do that with the next card. So my friend sent me this handmade paper. That's what it says on it, but it is like a tissue paper. So that's just a lot of fun. And it's textured, like it's cloth, basically. So anyway, there's that. There's that. But I think this would match lovely with this as well. So that might be the next one. Okay, let's get out this. I mentioned the clusters because the clusters are on top of everything. I kind of have a pile next to me, you see. So these are the clusters that I made for the Facebook group. Hey, Christina, welcome. So this was the prompt of clusters last week. And you can kind of go see that in the Facebook group. And I'll be posting a new prompt today. And the prompts aren't old. They're not expired. There's nothing wrong if you find one 6 months from now and that's what you want to do. You do you. There's no worries in that. Okay, so I thought this would be perfect, this stamp with this. Oh my, I was getting ready to stamp the wrong side. Goodness, I caught that. I thought that this would be perfect with this to kind of go down here, to kind of line it like that. So let's get out my VersaFine. I've had this VersaFine for darn near ever. And let's just ink it up. And I'll try to make sure I'm doing that on camera. I probably do need more of this or a re-inker. I don't know if they do re-inking though. Like if they sell re-inkers, I'm not really sure. And this would be a good opportunity for like second generation stamping too, actually. Okay. And then let's do a second generation right here. And just kind of line it up like that. And I'm just going to want to let it make a little bit of contact and put like a little bit of pressure right there. Just in the bottom, like it's not that big of a deal. Just to give it some character, and then we could mix and match our happy birthday sentiments if we want, like whatever we want. I just kind of press it, and the fact that I have the foam under here, oh well, look at that, but that's okay. Like it doesn't have to be all perfect. The fact that I have the foam under here helps it make contact a little bit quicker. So then I just clean this off really quick. Hopefully not on my project. Now my stamp is clean. Now the stamp is clean. Okay, and that's just water and microfiber towel. You don't need no fancy stamp cleaner and all of that. I've fallen into that trap before. You don't need all that because it doesn't clean and it leaves a residue on your stamps. So there's that. Okay, let's set this right here. And then, oh, I forgot, though. We don't want to forget. And I'm just going to leave this for a message inside. There's a perfect message to go inside. You can write it, happy, happy birthday. You know, if you wanted to, like, you know, like tack down a gift card, whatever you want to do. That would, a photo, something, you know, commemorative for somebody's birthday. That's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm kind of crafting myself into a corner. I'm going to chop off a finger. Let me get a sip of my tea. And then we could try the paper. but I also wanted to create a flip it card too. So there is fun in that, I think. Okay, so we could do a mix and match is what we could do. Let's see. I don't know if the coloring will be off necessarily, but I could do, the coloring would not be off with that. I'm thinking because this has more of the primary, this is more of the pastels. He's too cute. That's just fun. Reminds me of a little kid on their first or second birthday. But these two, I think I bumped my camera. These two colors could go nicely together. So let's get out, and then we could, the flip it, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Let me cut it out. It turned off. So the flip it that I'm talking about is this. We could do an A2 or we could do a 5x7. Let's cut both of them out. So we need to cut both of them out with a card base. We could do a colored card base. I have some fun cardstock. Let's see. I like that. Hey, this color's kind of like my nails, but I think that this Sandra's, I think that could be a good card base. And this is just AC cardstock. It's when I was doing a lot of 3D with my Cricut. I was doing a lot of 3D projects. And so that's the cardstock that I was getting because it was most recommended and it was easy. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Let's do one of each, I think. So when I say let's trim this down, I mean let's loosely. It's really important to hang out in sewing and art streams in addition to coloring streams. Oh yeah, I think it's important to, well, if you like all sorts of art, not everybody does. I'm just kind of hopping in on your conversation. Yeah. When I say I'm a paper crafter, guys, I mean like everything paper. I color, I like to sew on paper, although my sewing machine's giving me a little bit of a hard time. I like to card make, I like to junk journal, I like, you know, and if you like I said earlier, if you're like, well, I don't like any of that stuff, I like origami. And still join the Facebook group. That's, you know, a fun paper craft, and that, if that's self-care for you, that's what it is, you know? Okay, so I have a magnetic mat. If you have a die machine, or if you don't and you don't know how to use one, this is just a really quick, you know, this is how I do it. Blade side down. And then I do my sandwich, and you, wherever the curve is, you're going to cut bowl down. Okay, so I have an Anna Griffin, and I only have one plate for this, so then I use the extra long plate over here because her plates are $70 now. Like, what the actual? I have an Anna Griffin Empress, so it is not hand cranked, so I'm going to run that through really quick. And it'll pop right back out. So I hope that cut, because if it did not, I will have to run it back through. It did. It just didn't make the funny click, the creaky sound. That's perfect, Atlanta. Like, you know, there's no need to be stuck to one thing. There's no need. That's just that hokey business we don't have time for. Okay. Now, I want these. So that's the card base right here. And now I want these to showcase the flowers, right? Okay. It's already scored. Let's go into. I think I'm folding this right. If I am not, it's not that tail. I am not. Okay. I did not fold it right. It's fine. Just flip it. Oh, I'm folding it off a camera. I'm sorry. We're just going to go like this. So this is texture paper. So we get one side is textured, one side is not. Okay. So all as I did is it looked like this. I folded the left side down and I folded the right side up. And then I'm going to get my bone folder and I'm going to crease it. I just wanted to do this really quick so I knew what direction, because these flowers are going to be directional, what direction to do the other die, right? Okay. So now we have the little die here, which is going to go here, and that's going to be like a layering. And then we're going to have this here. And then we have this as well. You could leave, excuse me, you could leave this just as it is with no layering die, or you could leave it with a layering die. I want to get a little bit of the background part in it, like a little bit of the paint splatters and all of that. I like how Sandra did that. And then I'm just going to trim this down. You could fussy cut these flowers out and put them in journals and whatever. So I didn't do like a great trim job, but I'm not. It's fine. I'm not going to freak my freak, as Tim Holtz would say. Okay, and then we're going to put it in there. And these cards are fun because they're unusual. They have a little bit of a wow factor. It's not going through. And they're interactive, so they're fun for kids. So sometimes you have to give your die cutting machine a little bit of extra push. And that's exactly what I just did. Okay. And those, I was thinking could be on the front, but I'm thinking those are going to be more for the rectangular one. I don't know. Just didn't cut. There we go. Oh, that didn't cut at all. Goodness gracious. I'm going to have to run this through again. Okay. I'm going to run it through really quick again. And that's just sometimes how die cutting goes. It is what it is. It needed more pressure. I could put a little bit of a like a little bit of more paper or something in there to kind of get it. I also need like another little, I need a bigger desk, or I need like another little tray next to me so then I could be, it still didn't cut right there, did it? So this is where, that's okay. I can see where it is. Really gonna use my, oh, you can't even see me. I'm just gonna use my fingernail. Where'd my water brush go? I have water in here. Oops. Okay, why is it with some of these water brushes and things, it's not lefty loosey, righty tighty, it's the opposite. It goes against everything I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, on a little scratch piece of paper, get that wet just a little bit. We're just going to, there we go, just kind of wet it down like it's not that serious. And it's going to be torn a little bit, so I just kind of saved it by doing that. It's really easy to lose these pieces. Ask me how I know. Okay. Set that off to the side. Let's get focused. And then it wanted to hold your comments, Marty. Weird. Because you're only talking about a geographic location. That's odd. Okay. And then see how this is just going to glue right down here. This is going to glue right here. And it just kind of naturally borders, and you kind of place it on there like basically where you want it. So then this is going to be the card. This is going to be the flip side. See, this is where I think these guys are going to be a little bit too big. So what I could do is fussy cut this out and put this right here. And then put a sentiment over there. So let's do that really quick. More fussy cutting. Hello. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you. We're celebrating my birthday month with some birthday cards from some special freebies from my Facebook group. And let's see. So if you want to join there you can. Okay. So my tip with fussy cutting is to cut off all of the excess. And then just go for it. So I'll try to cut this right up to the line. And I love Sandra's creations from Be Happy Stationery because they're whimsical. I love this is bright and whimsical, and it looks hand drawn and colored in. And I love that. It just is so artsy. It's just like a natural art effect, not artifact. And like a little bit of the digital aspect is kind of taken away. And I like that. It's not necessarily what needs to be for everything, but it's fun. Like it has a real fun birthday feel. A fun birthday feel. So I know you guys have been chatting, but what else are y'all up to today? Is today like your creative reset day, or I've got to clean my floors because my grandson was over here yesterday, and then we went to the pool, and then that little bugger ran around for like 10 minutes in his little pull-ups swimmer diaper thing before we could catch him. See, this fits perfect. And then this will be a flip it, and we'll put a little sentiment on the inside. Which I want to use one of these sentiments from Sweet Pea because I think they're super cute. Or I could, which I think I might do this for the next card. We're going to do one more of these cards. We could have them right there. Like, that is fun, right? I just thought of that in my head. So we can have them on either side. You're done thinking today. Girl, I don't even open up my thinking cap on Sunday. So that's why I misspeak so much in my live. That's why my Sunday brain is here. Okay. I'll put that as straight as I can because remember, I'm homemade. I'm not Hallmark. And if somebody gets offended by that, they can go buy Hallmark. They can spend their $10 on a card and buy Hallmark. Almost lost my scraper again, Jane. You're going to have to keep on that for me. Jane's going to be like, it's over there, lady. Lady, it's over there. And Sandra, you're in the UK, aren't you? Or you're across the pond for sure, I think. So what time is it for you? You're probably a whole day ahead of us. Well, thank you, Atlanta. Not everybody does. Sometimes I'm a bit much for a lot of people, believe it or not. You know what I can say? Well, then leave me here where you found me, because I'm not following you over there where you found me over here. Okay. Invoices, printing labels. Oh, that's right, Debbie. You're the expert dyer. Oh my gosh. I need some of your dyed papers. I just know you do a way better job than I do. Christina said. Christina said. Okay. So we have this like that. If you can kind of see, I don't necessarily know that I need this background paper right here. Auntie Chris, hello, welcome. Just like that is kind of how, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now. Now let me cut out these lovely pictures from Sweet Pea. Because the kids in the hat, like, say it all. Like, you know what I mean? Let me put my other finished card that we just did off to the side. And I am going to die cut just these lovelies, right? Kind of center them up right in there. I'm going to center them on my magnetic mat. And I'm going to feed it through the machine. Okay. If I see someone who has me blocked, I leave. Oh, goodness. What the heck? And bye, Mom. Love you. Maybe one of these are your birthday cards. You never know. Actually, if you're in the group and you have a July birthday, I know Delise does. And today's Tony's birthday. Hey. Join the group, and I'm going to do a post if you have a July birthday to drop it, and we could do like birthday cards. We could do birthday cards. I've been getting a lot of Craft Roulette birthday cards. Okay, so we have this. Could be on the front. I think these guys are too cute. Or we could just stick with the flower and on the reverse side put the people, or vice versa. So what do you guys think? Oh, someone asks if I want to do something Sunday afternoon. I said, no, I watch Carrie think on Sunday. You know, I do get asked to do things on Sundays too. And I'm like, no, you can join me on my Facebook Live. So that's where we are. Okay, so say flower or kids. Do we like the kids on the front? Or do we like the flower on the front? I think I like the flower on the front too, because that just pops, right? So let's flip it over. So this is the inside. That would be the kids on the inside. And then that would be the flower on the inside. So I think I really like the kids on the inside and the flower on the outside as well. Yes, so flower one. Thank you, thank you. And I'm just going to glue this directly down. Again, you could pop it up. You could do what you want to do for the sake of shipping costs. And shipping just went up again for USPS, those lovely, lovely government agency. I'm making it all flat. So if you say your birthday is in the month of July in my Facebook group, like, let's give you some love, right? And maybe this card will be sent to you. Okay, so that's going to be on the inside. And then this could be anything that you want it to be. I'm going to leave it decorative for now. Let's see if I can get those kids straight. Probably not. No, if we have forever stamps, those are forever. So that's why when I was walking through Costco on Friday, they were trying to sell them at the current price. It's just the price after Saturday went up. Don't quote me. That's just what the guy said at Costco. So if he was wrong, I am wrong. And completely ridiculous. Like some, and I sent mail. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to send, right? So whatever forever stamps we have is forever. Okay, so here we go. This is a flip it card. So it's basically like a Z fold with, you know, an element. I use a die for this. I'm not going to do this from A to Z and do all of that because I like the die. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp happy and then birthday right there. And I'm fine with this font that I chose. It's right here. It's easy. It's accessible for me. I'm just going to plop that right there. You can slide a picture in. You could do a pocket for a gift card. You do you with this card. This is what I'm doing. Okay. This stamp I never clean off, but hey, let's give it a try. Look at that. It came clean with my microfiber. Imagine that. I have not cleaned off the stamp in forever. In forever. Okay. And then that's just going to go there. And then that's what it's going to say happy birthday. And I'm going to show you the back side of it. So if you feel like, well, I want to write a message on the birthday card to my friend or, oops, that might be crooked. Nope, it didn't come out crooked at all. To my friend or my grandma or my grandson or whoever it is, I'm going to show you where you can do that. Or you can not use pattern paper and do that. But I had to use Sandra's pattern paper because I love it. I love it. Okay. Happy birthday. You want to write a message? Right away. You have that just for you. So with that being said, I am going to be planning on giving out some birthday cards in my group. If your birthday is in July, let me know. Join the group, let me know. And considered art. Oh, what? That's awful, Jane. Like, that's nutty. Wow. No, my grandma has passed. I do have a grandson, though. And my mom is my mom. So she's a great grandma. No, our Gigi, my kid's Gigi passed a few years ago, right before COVID. So she did make it to 93, 92, 93. But yeah, longevity. So I only hope I could make it that long. Like that's the goal. And we really want my mom to make it that long as well because, you know, my little grandson needs his Gigi. Okay, I'm going to keep this happy birthday up over here. Let's do another, shall we? Are you all still with the tour? Ready for another card? That I'm setting over here with my big one. So this is the A2. This will go, it's just 4.5 or 4 1/4 by 5.5. This will go in an A2 envelope, just a smaller envelope. I really wanted to get some of these guys on the front of a car or like do like a flip it like that too. There's so much that we can do. Like I printed out all of the freebies that were in the Facebook group and I can still create for days. Okay. A letter envelope. Well, maybe I'll try to slip you one. God, that's not fair. So we are smuggling ATCs through the mail. Like, come on. Come on, guys. Okay. So let's get out the Sweet Pea kit. I'm going to create the 5x7 rectangular. So we're going to do like another flip card, right? Because I have to. Why not? Let's choose some of the paper from my stash. This is really cute, but this is cute too. I really like these Anna Griffin paper because, oops, I hit my camera, sorry. They are along with this color palette, and they're very like feminine and vintage, and I kind of like that. Sent some cards, no problem. Oh, okay. Yeah. ATC Rebels, right? Goodness gracious. Okay. So I think I want to use this one just because I think it's fun and vintage. That's what I want to do. But I really, okay, hold on. My perimenopausal AD is alive and well in the room with us right now. So these papers are gorgeous. These are both Anna Griffin. This one is super, super thick. If paper, I'm a paper nerd, so I dig on that kind of stuff. This one isn't as thick, but it's still pretty thick. It's like cardstock. And I got a lot of these off of HSN from Crafts, like the craft days, but now prices and shipping is outrageous. I don't dare. Okay, so we have this palette, mind you, right? Like the pastel palette, and I have these two papers. I was initially leaning towards this paper because I really like the vintage feel. Bye, Christina. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you were here. Love the videos you've been doing. Love them. I'm gonna throw your channel in here before I go. Or if somebody is able to throw her channel in, that would be fabulous. But I like this one too. So I don't know if we want to do the paint or the flowers for the background. So you guys think on that, ponder on that for just a second. And let me my YouTube is just not going to work how I want it to. The YouTube isn't going to work how I want it to. Christina Scrap and Stitchery. Got you, girl. Well, I have you as a mod, but I think she's like busy doing other things as well. So I'm going to have to assign a mod. If you're here every Sunday with me and you want to be up for that task, you let me know. Okay, so we're thinking on paint or flowers. Let me get out the package. I have never used this die, and I've had it for probably well over 5 years. So see how much we don't always use. We don't always shop our stash, but that's what we're doing today. Because that's what we should be doing. I'm going to take out the card layer, and this is really stuck down here because I've never. And these are not, the one thing I do like about Stamps of Life, the dies, when you buy them, they're not connected. You don't have to trim anything off, so you're not like stabbing yourself. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have this to be the base. So I would need a base layer. And then we have the layering pieces. And then we have all of the, everything in between that if you want to do it. So it's completely like, the decorating world is your oyster. Okay, so I'm going to get a card base. And I'm just going to use it from the same AC cardstock. And teal would be fun. Luckily, YouTube seems to have fixed the troll and spamming issues. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten a whole lot of that in here. I think maybe it's because I'm not big enough as well. That's what I always think. But, I mean, if YouTube has stepped up their game, yay them, right? Okay. This is going to be another foldy card, yeah. So that's why I'm kind of like, so one of these could be the card base. And one of these could be, this would be the layering piece. We've got the paint or the flowers. This might be a little bit too much. So I might flip that back in there. I could just go get a white piece of paper if I want, but what fun is that? You know? What fun is that? I think I'm just going to use the teal either way because I don't know. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so let me get this down, and I do have to trim this down. Excuse me. I'm not big on, because this is textured 12 by 12 paper. I'm not big on the textured side, the soft side, whatever's going to show, whatever's not going to show. It just is what it is kind of thing. Okay, so let me go cut this out. And then that's going to be the base. And then the layering pieces would either be the flower or the paint. And it's going with this green, with our little darlings on there. Press run. And you hear a little bit of the crackle in the pop, which is perfectly fine. That just means that it's going through. I'm going to run it through again because I have it on a soft surface. It's not on a hard surface. If it's on a hard surface, it'd be different. I should have put something down, but it's fine. We got to get creative with our crafty space, right? All right. So there's that card. Now for the layering pieces, I don't know, flower or swirl. With this, I'm kind of leaning towards the flower. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Because this would need to be probably maybe like a yellow or something. So I'm taking the paint out of the equation. And we're going to stick with the flower. I'm going to set this right here. And we're just going to do this really quick, and hopefully it's the right way. The score lines are already here, so I'm not freaking my freak. I'm not going to bone fold it yet until I know if it's right. Normally all of hers fold, yep, they fold the same way. So now I can do the bone folder. To really kind of lay it down and crease it down. Okay. So here's the flippy aspect of the card. I'm ready for my live stream. Hope to see you all around. I will be over there soon, Jane. Thank you. Thank you. So this will go this way. And this will go that way. And then let's cut it down. It's just like a fun card making party. Like, I don't know if you guys are card makers or not. I think we're all like a little bit of, you know, everything, right? Especially like Christmas cards, birthday cards. Sometimes I'll just sit at my desk or on a movie and I will sit here and do this for hours. Like I could probably do this for the rest of the day and be happy with myself. And then I'll be like, wait, I didn't get anything done that I wanted to. But sometimes Sundays are for that. So I do need to clean my floor. Like that I need to do. Just because I'm a no shoes in the house, floor's got to be clean freak. We have an almost 2-year-old running around here now. We can't have little dirty spots. We don't want to get sick. And then this one I will feed through twice again, and that's only because I have it on a soft surface. If it was sitting like on a hard surface, so I could get my little TV tray next to me, my coloring tray, you would only need to feed it through once. Okay. Here we go. See? And then, honestly, there's no score lines, but if you wanted to save this piece for a card, and then you could make it a shaker card, put acetate in here, do whatever you want. That's like a whole nother project that you could do. So we're really not wasting any paper. Because I'm such a big paper hoarder that I figured that I don't like to waste the paper. And then I do need to clean the floor down around here because I've got scraps of paper everywhere. All right, here we are, here we are. And you see that's just going to go like this. That's going to go in here like that. Just real easy, simple. It kind of comes together really fun, right? Okay, now here's the fun part. We can decide, hey, View, welcome back. We can decide like what little sassy bucket's going to go on here. I think I like the bigger ones to go. And I'm just going to fussy cut them and put them there, I think. I don't know if I need a layering piece. I actually don't see a layering piece in here for that. Oh, I would have to just use that part, I think. So we could do that if that's what we wanted to. I mean, I could try that. Okay, I want to cut him out because he looks just like my grandson. The babies with the dunce cap. Isn't it too funny? I love it. Yep, I love it. Love it. Okay, let's cut him out. She's too fun too. She belongs right here popping up over that. So I'm kind of going on a tangent with the birthday card creating, but that's okay. I probably don't necessarily have time to do another one, but I want. He's just cute. I could, here, let's try to see what we can do. Let's just fussy cut him really quick and then see what we want to do. And this one, I'm just going to like his wispy hairs and all of that. I'm not really going to be able to. It's like tentacles with the butterflies and the moths. Like, oh, those are coming off. I'm not going to be able to capture that. Okay. All righty. Let's trim up around. See, this is like the whole Jennifer McGuire style of fussy cutting, just up to the edge, right up to the line. Let me cut it. I could see a little bit better, which my glasses I think will be ready soon. But I'm kind of nervous about that too, because they're the progressives, and I don't want to get like motion sickness either, you know. But I didn't realize I couldn't see as well as I can't until I'm like switching throughout my readers. So there's that. And then my reading glasses have become my all-day glasses for being on the computer and stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe if we listened to our elders better when we were younger about, you know, enjoy your youth, enjoy the simple things like no backaches. Like my back and shoulder hurts today. My back and shoulders from lifting up the baby. I'm not gonna not do that, you know. Just try to incorporate a little bit more weight-bearing stuff into my week. So youth is definitely wasted on the young. You know what I mean? Okay, so he could go here, like this cutie, right? What I'm thinking, now, this might be a wrong thing. Oh, I got it crooked. Of course I did. Of course I did. Okay, let me get out the trimmer. I'm thinking I could make this, like put this as a little bit of the background. So just trim it. Just kind of want an even trim here. Okay. Which I think that still looks crooked. I think it's still crooked. Gracious. Oh my gracious. Yeah, I could trim it down quite a bit. Trim it down, and then maybe that could be a background. I don't necessarily know that I need this to be a background, but it could. It'd be cute. Okay, this is where we could. Right there, right there. Just kind of trim it. So it's layered up just a little bit more evenly. See, the one thing with the Stamps of Life is it's very clean, linear. My trimmer doesn't want to trim. Card making. So you can get caught up in the weeds with that. So not everything has to be perfect for me. But I did, and that's one reason why I started branching off into other designers and stuff. Okay. Internet went down. Oh no. We're going to show the finished cards in just a minute. I'm going to show them all. Okay, so we could put him on here and he goes down here. He might get a little bit lost right there, I'm thinking. Or we could just put him on top, just like that, with the flowers around. So I'm going to glue these two layering pieces up, and you let me know if he needs a background or not. Like yes or no. He might pop just fine how he is. And while I'm gluing that down, there's him on that. So you can see from there. Okay. All right. And then if nobody has an opinion, we'll just have to make a decision really quick. And then we'll put something like a sentiment on the back. Okay, so last call. There he is with the backgrounds, or without the background. So this is no background, or this is yes, background. So just a no or yes, I'll know what you're talking about. Yes, background, no, background. Now we could always flip it over and put the background here and then put a sentiment there, right? We could do that as well. So 5 of you. No, you're saying no too. I'm leaning towards no as well, so I'm going with that. And then what we'll do is we'll put a sentiment on here and we will go through all of the cards that we made today with the freebies. And there's still so much left over. Like, really, we could have just made a whole birthday journal. And who's to say we're not gonna at the end of it all? Okay, so there he is. Oh, well, good. You're not leaving, girl. Good. Okay, congratulations. You made it another year without becoming a responsible adult. Impressive. That is funny. Age is merely the number of years the world has been enjoying you. So those are good. Excuse me. Don't worry about getting older. You're still younger than you will be next year. There's that. But these two are good. I think I'm going to do the congratulations one because of him. And then I think the background is going to go on, I'm going to save the sides for my cutter bees. That's going to be a little bit too long, isn't it? You know what? We're going to have to make do with it. I'm not going to like freak about it. And then I could cut up right up to the black line, I guess, to trim it down a little bit. Okay, that's what we'll do. Just really quick, because this is the last card. And then we got to go to Troll and Doll, or Troll, Doll, and Jane. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head. And I'll be doing all the above while I'm cleaning my floors. Okay, so that fits a little bit better. We could just glue it down. And we could kind of mat it up a little bit. Let's do that. See how I can get real fussy. I can get real fussy with the whole card making thing. Oops. But see, now I'm running into the problem of it being a little bit bigger too. And I think I put it on there crooked. But, you know, that is what it is. If I'm not anything, I'm consistent. So you just kind of want to have it just a little bit. I like it matted too. I think it kind of, okay, I'm not going to be able to cut into this perfectly. I think it gets lost a little bit when it's not matted. Okay, hopefully we can still do the flip. And if we had, which we do, hold on. I have birthday stickers, guys. I have a balloon. I have a birthday balloon. Right? We could do yellow. I don't want to do red necessarily. We could do purple. Purple might be fun, but what if this is like, oh, we could do orange, and which that doesn't really match this paper. So I like the yellow. I'm going with the yellow. I have a sticker stadium. Michaels and Hobby Lobby used to really go all out for their stickers. I mean, they still do. I'm just taking this directly down because I'm putting something over it. But they don't go on sale as often as they used to. So I used to be really big into scrapbooking when my kids were little. And I did the, and we want to get a little bit of that tail in there. So what if we want to have a message go there too? I don't want to get glue on these precious dollies. So I might need to cut this off, which is fine. Oh, shoot, it's crooked. Wet glue, the magic of wet glue, guys. The magic of wet glue. But so anyway, so I got a sticker stadium years ago. It's basically falling apart, but my stickers are in there. So I don't buy as much stickers as I used to. I don't need to. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So that fits on there, and we're still going to be able to flip, right? And I don't need to do a special message. I don't need to do a stamp except for the personalized stamp. And here we are. Here we are. I have Jane in my head going, get out the credit card. I don't have any old credit cards around or gift cards or whatever. I just don't save them, I guess. Okay. So here is this card. Congratulations, you made it another year without becoming a responsible adult. Impressive. That's kind of what we all need to hear sometimes on our birthday. And then we're going to put the personalized stamp. You can write your message. And maybe if there is not a spot for a personalized stamp, then there is not, but it is what it is. Okay. We have a mess here. We do have a mess. Let's clear it off just a little bit so we can kind of show off what we did today. I almost cut a cord just now with this. This is why I always need to keep them closed. Thank you guys. Thank you. I don't want to lose this stuff because I will. Okay. There we go. Now I have a little bit of space cleared. Okay, so we just saw this one. This is with Sweet Pea Curiosities freebie and my Anna Griffin paper from my stash. So anything from the stash would be perfectly fine. Here is the other Flip It card we did with Be Happy Stationery. And we kind of did a little bit of a mashup because those kids are too fun and I think they fit in good here. Then we have that. So there's our Flip It's. And then we have Miss Be Happy Stationery again, which I absolutely love these designs on a 5x7. And we did a little bit. I could have gone more with the stamping, but I just think that that's fine. Hey, Beth, welcome. And we got a little bit fuzzy again, so hold on. There we go, because I guess I did the whole whiteout thing. And then also to celebrate birthday month, we created this from the freebies in the Facebook group. Birthday calories don't count. Today is a cheat day. Enjoy guilt-free. And then we open that up. And then that's where the white really kind of messes things up. And this is a little gift card holder. We could put like a balloon here. So wait, while I have my balloon stickers, the blue is fun, right? I'll just do the blue. This I will put a little dab of glue on. Maybe that's too much glue though. See where I can get caught up? It's like, maybe that's too much. Orange is fun, right? Let's do orange because he's up here all by himself. And orange is a creative color. Okay, I'm gonna need to get my tweezers. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, thank you. Let me get my tweezers. See, these stickers think that they live here permanently. They're like, oh, we didn't know we were ever going to get used. We're only 12 years old. We didn't know. Okay, we're just going to dot, not a lot, and then put that right there. So, and you can kind of see where I had to struggle with it. It's fine. Oh, goodness. Gracious with the white and the out of focus, right? Like, holy cow. Yeah, so we have the orange. I'm scared to open it all the way now. And then a creation made just for you by Sewmuchglitter. So we have 2 5x7s and we have 2 A2s that we made today in under 2 hours, guys. I mean, I've been here 2 hours, but for the first half hour was our gratitude jar and our self-care quote and like a little bit of show and tell. I'm really excited you guys were here today. I had so much fun with you, and I hope you follow along in the Facebook group, and I hope you follow along here on YouTube and Instagram. So thank you for all your input. I'm gonna go clean my carpet and my floors and watch Jane. And I hope to see you guys soon around here on the tube. And Ambient, I am going to do that coloring video because I'm really excited to just sit down and do some meditative coloring. So join along, and happy birthday month. If you're in the group and your birthday month is in July, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to do a post for it, and we can do we can send you some love. You know, maybe you'll get one of these. See you guys later. Bye.